Hey, how's it going, guys? Just wanted to make a video today. This is a video response for Psyched on baseball cards, who is running a contest in connection with his attaining his 50th subscriber. Um, so if you're not familiar with his channel, I would highly recommend that you check it out. He has a nice collection of cards. From the 50s mainly up to modern day and everything in between. He's putting together a set of Hall of Fame cards from the 1960 top set and has some really nice cards. I think last video I saw, he's getting pretty close to finishing that, completing the set. So I'll have a link to the channel in the description of this video. Please check it out. Congratulations on your 50th. And as a matter of fact, since he announced this contest when he had his 50th subscriber, he's now in the last week and a half up to nearly 100, I think, in the 90s maybe. So I guess you may have to run another contest. But anyhow, for this contest, he wanted to know our favorite baseball memory and to show some cards connected with that memory with the players that we liked at that time. So I was thinking about what I was going to talk about and trying to come up with one memory. And I've just been fortunate to have attended a lot of baseball games in my life and seen some cool things. And so I couldn't narrow it down to one, so I came up with three. And each one is about 10 years apart. So for the first one, my father took my brother and I to a game. Must have been, I think, in the late 80s. And prior to the game starting, this was at Fenway Park. Actually, all these events are at Fenway Park today. Prior to the game, Ted Williams and Joe DiMaggio were honored at Fenway, and they came around in golf carts prior to the game. And we were down pretty close on the third base side, and my father kind of urged us to try to get all the way down to the bottom, get as close as we could to Ted Williams and Joe DiMaggio as they were coming around. And I was able to get down to the bottom and get really close, actually, when they came by, which was really cool. It's a great memory. And another memorable thing in connection with that is that my brother was not able to get down all the way to the bottom. My brother's a few years younger than me, and probably should have helped to make sure he got there, but he didn't. And the reason that he didn't is because a guy who was sitting in front of us, an older guy, blocked his way and basically was screaming at him, I found out later, for trying to get down there, and just was a total jerk. And my father maybe came close to fighting the guy, but probably decided that wasn't the greatest idea. So anyhow, about an inning or two later, he smeared mustard all over the back of the guy's seat, which got all over his shirt. That probably wasn't the greatest, thing to do also, but it was pretty funny for us. Anyhow, funny the things you remember. But I figured I would show my Ted Williams rookie card in connection with that memory. And this is one of my favorite cards. Let's see if we're focusing too well. But I picked this up at the 2016 National in Atlantic City. And all right, so that's my first memory. My second memory was some years after that. I went to Fenway with a couple of my friends, and again, we were sitting on the third base side, pretty close down, and the Red Sox were playing the A's, and Mark McGwire on that day, first at bat, hit a home run, second at bat, hit another home run. By the time he got up for his third at bat, my buddies and I, although we were most certainly not legal drinking age, we had probably had a number of beers by then, and Mark McGwire stepped to the plate for his third at bat and hit a home run that may have gone into orbit. I don't think it's landed yet. Just a huge shot over the left field wall. This was prior to the monster seats. being there, and just a gigantic home run. And as he was coming around third base, my buddies and I were bowing down to him, and we ended up being on all the local news, bowing down to Mark McGwire as he came around third base, which was kind of funny. And I remember when he got up for his fourth at bat, everyone in the stadium, of course, was cheering for him, but wasn't able to get his fourth home run. But still, it's a cool memory for me. And somewhere there's video of me and my idiot friends bowing down to Mark McGwire as he came around third base. So this is the only McGwire card I have. His 87 Donruss rated rookie card, which is a nice looking card. And I remember back at that time, this was a huge card that everyone wanted to get. So that's that. And for my third memory, my oldest son was born in 2006, and we took him to his first game at Fenway in 2007. Was not even 1 year old yet. This was the game. This is his first ticket. Saturday, June 16th, 2007, against the Giants. And my wife was actually pregnant with my daughter then, so we were, quite a scene, toting my, 9-month-old son with my pregnant wife in the, 95-degree heat that day. Got to our seats, and my son was decked out in all Red Sox attire, a little onesie and a hat, probably, I don't remember, but all Red Sox stuff. And as we were getting settled in, everyone around us started screaming, and we weren't sure what the commotion was, but we glanced up and saw on the big screen at Fenway out in center field that they had a close-up of my son on the big screen, which was really cool. And I don't know how many times I've been to Fenway, but quite a few, and I've never been on the big screen, and my son, 5 minutes into his first game, has got a close-up on the big screen, so that was definitely very cool. And also at that game, Manny Ramirez hit a home run, and of course the crowd went crazy, and my son did not like all the noise from the home run, and he cried when Manny hit the home run, so I remind him of that pretty frequently, and just another fun memory from that game. Finally, from that game, they had a table set up underneath by some of the concession stands. I guess it's a thing that they do now, where they have at some games retired players sign autographs, and they had a table set up, and Sam Horn, who some of you may remember, on the Red Sox and then later on the Orioles, was signing autographs. And there was maybe 20 people in line in front of us, and he was had a stack of these black and white photos that he was signing and just kind of like handing them to people as they came up. He wasn't really saying anything, wasn't really looking up much, but it was cool that he was there. So we got in line, and when we got up to the front, I wanted to get him to talk to us, and so I said, Mr. Horn, you hit the longest home run that I've ever seen live. It was about 480 feet out to right field at Yankee Stadium. And he looked up at me and smiled, and he said, I remember that home run. And man, it was a shot. Right, we were sitting out in right field Yankee Stadium that day. But anyhow, this day at Fenway, I guess because of that memory that I reminded him of, we talked to him for a minute, and he agreed to personalize the picture to my son. So that's to Jack Sam Horn. Yep, so that was Jack's first baseball autograph also. And all right, well, those are my memories. I didn't even get a chance to talk about 2 World Series games I've been to, but I had to pick 3, and these are the ones that stand out. So anyhow, thanks again. Psyched on baseball cards. Congratulations on your 50 subscribers and now near 100 subscribers. And continue to put out your great videos. And hope everyone has a good day. And I'll talk to you again soon. Take care. Bye.